Now this is going to be interesting. The second semi-final of the Ultimate Supermarket Lager Championship. Why is it interesting? We'll find out after we have a look at the table. So here's the table. It is the semi-final stage. The first semi-final has happened, and Lowenbrow has booked the first slot in the final. And what can I say? It's going to be up against one of these two beers. Which one? We will find out today. What have we got? So we've got the Ayinger Hell and on the right, and we've got the Augustiner Hell on the left. Why is it going to be interesting? Because I'm not going to have a clue which one's which out of these two beers. It'll be interesting to see which ones goes through. They're both really good German Helles beers. Both available from booths. They are. I think this one's a little bit more expensive. I think this one's about $2.95. This one's about $2.65. I think $2.75, something like that. And what can I say? The Augustiner is 5.2% ABV. The Ayinger is 4.9% ABV. As I say, they are both German Helles beers. Well, there's not much else I can say, really. They both had different routes to the final. Let's stop talking. Let's get them poured into glasses. Beers poured, as they say. And a nice glass of water in the middle there that I've already swilled out with a bit. Anyway, let's have a look at these. So first of all, let's tell you which one is which, because that would be interesting, wouldn't it? This is which one is which. Okay, that was which one was which. So let's have a little look at these two beers then. So looking at them first, this one's got a smaller head than that one, but I don't exactly know how they were poured. So I don't know. Maybe one does have a slightly smaller head. That's creamier. That one's fluffier. What can I say? This one's dissipating more quickly than this one. That might be something to do with it. Anyway, let's have a look at the colour. So looking at the colour, they're both exactly the same colour. They both look the same. They're both crystal clear. They're both the same colour. Just this one's got a thinner head than this one, basically. And that head's, well, almost gone now. Anyway, I'm going to start nosing these. So let's get a nose on this one first. So that one smells really nice. It smells a little bit malty. Smells quite lemony. Smells a bit grassy. Smells fresh. Yeah, it does. It smells like fresh air. It's just a little bit floral. It smells really nice, and there's quite a lemony scent to that one. Actually, it's got quite a bit of lemon in the scent there. Let's try this one. So a bit similar, this one. Obviously, well, not obviously, but I was expecting them to be quite similar. So it's a bit maltier, not quite as fresh in the aroma, but it's also got an amazing aroma though. Really nice aroma. Again, quite fresh. There's something in there actually. There's a little bit of a savoury note in this one. It's got a slightly more complex aroma, this one, I think, than this one. Yeah, but this one's got a nice. I think this one's got a nicer aroma. This one's got a more complex aroma. They both smell amazing. They both smell really, really nice, which I was expecting, to be honest. This one's fresh and a bit more citrusy, lemon, orange, that kind of thing. This one's a little bit more malty. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Hard to distinguish them. Hard to tell which is which. Not that I want to try to tell which is which yet. But just from the aroma, it's not easy to tell. Let's have a rinse, and then I can get tasting. All rinsed out. Let's dive into this one. Cheers. So a bit of a dry bite to this one. Not massively brimming with flavour, but the flavour that there is very nice, very crisp, very clean. Nice bit of biscuitiness running through it. Tiny bit of bitterness, a little bit dry on the arrival. Really refreshing, really smooth. Almost like a bit of a salty note on there as well. And it's nice. It's a little bit rustic. It's quite dry. There's not really any of that, not much of that lemoniness in the flavour. It's all on the nose. The flavour is biscuit bread, teeny bit of malt, very smooth. Oh, lovely finish that I'm still tasting at the moment. Very nice, very nice indeed. Let's have a go on this one. Quick swill. Okay, I'm going to dive into this one. Cheers. So this one has got a bit of orange on the taste. Again, still a little bit light on the flavour, which is strange, really. I thought these would have more flavour. I mean, they do have flavour. I just thought they had more flavour than this. I mean, they're very pleasant. And light on the flavour is not bad for a lager. This one's got a bit more carbonation than this one. This one is... yeah, this one's a bit more malty. Got a nice little bready aftertaste. This one's quite sort of bready, the aftertaste. This one's a bit more shortbread biscuit in the aftertaste. Let's go from one to the other. I'm getting a bit of lemon in the flavour now for this one. A little bit of that floral note coming through on the flavour. Nice and dry, nice and refreshing. A little bit of bitterness, not too much. Really well balanced lager that. There's a decent amount of flavour for a lager, around about 5%. Same with this one, but I'm getting a bit of orange, a bit more orange there. Almost like orange juice in there, which is a bit weird. Right in the background, not up front. These are a hard one. These are both really nice. These are both really nice lagers. I'm just really enjoying drinking them. It's pulling flavours in particular out. It's not easy because they're so well balanced. They're just kind of all in there. It's kind of nice little. First impressions, I'm leaning more towards this one than this one. They're both equally dry. This one's got a little bit of sweetness offsetting the dryness. I'm liking that little bit of lemon in the background. This one. Yeah, I've got that oranginess up front. There's a little bit of malt in the background there. It's got a slightly shorter finish than this one. This one's got a longer finish, which I like. Oh yeah, but there's nice breadiness in the finish in that one. Really tasty. Just want to go in for some more. There is definitely an orange on the arrival there, a bit of orange on the arrival there, which is interesting. And this one's a bit more lemon. And a bit of a biscuitiness on the arrival there, and a bit of biscuitiness on the finish. Nice bit of malt run through it. Nice little sharp bit of dryness, which I like on the arrival. This one's got a bit more of a full rounded sort of malt body. Yeah, both amazing. But I am preferring this one. I am preferring this one to this one. This one I'm not a massive fan of that oranginess that's coming. Up front, I prefer the Arrival on this one. That's got a nice fit. They both got equally nice finishes. This one, Arrival, not as nice as this one. This one's a little bit smoother. It is, yeah. They're both really, really nice. They're both really, really nice. I'm really nitpicking with some of these criticisms. At the end of the day, these are way better than a lot of beers that I've drank in this championship. Oh yeah, that's nice. But that one's nicer. So there you go. That's it. That one's nice, but that one's nicer. Am I going to guess? I'm going to guess. Just from that kind of fresh, airy, florally nose note, I think I got that with the Ayinger. So for that reason, I'm going to guess this is the Ayinger. I don't remember getting any orange on the Arrival of the Augustiner. Or the Ayinger for that matter. Or it could just be that my brain is misconstruing something in the flavours as some kind of orange. Very nice. They're both really refreshing. They're both really tasty. I prefer this one to this one. Gonna guess this is the Ayinger. Gonna guess this is the Augustiner. I'll be back in a minute when we will find out if I was right. And I'm back with the result of this. It turns out this was the Ayinger. And this was the Augustiner. So that was interesting. I told you I wouldn't be able to tell which was which, and I couldn't tell which one was which. But I've had a little sip since, and yeah, that is totally right. So the Ayinger does have a little bit of a, I don't know what I'd say, orangey note, but when I drank it straight from the bottle, then it didn't taste like a particularly orangey note. It just tasted really nice. Oh, it's really good, this. But this one is better, and I think it's generally considered to be better as well. And there you go, blind taste test. Yeah, it turns out it is better. Really nice beer. That's a really good beer. Yeah, I'm enjoying them both. They are both incredible beers, but it looks like we have a winner going through to the final. I'm just looking at the dates on this. 22nd of May, 25. Best before date on that one. In fact, that one was bottled in October, so that's not too old. No, I'm looking at the dates, but they're both well in dates. In fact, they're both May 25, best before dates, so that's interesting. So they're both equally old. Anyway, what am I talking about? I have no idea. The Ayinger. It's been a good fight. You've gone a long way, but you are now out, and we have a final sorted. And it just happens that we got the Augustiner glass. The Augustiner beer was in the Augustiner glass. Oh wow. It's only time for the final now. What can I say? Lowenbrau against the Augustiner. Could I have predicted that at the beginning? Not in a million years. This one I thought might have been one of the contenders for the final. Lowenbrau I wouldn't have guessed. But anyway, I mean, thing is, this up against the Ayinger. Couldn't have guessed that the Ayinger wouldn't have beaten it. In fact, to be honest, I thought that the Ayinger had got through. But it's not. This has got through. It's the Augustiner. I hope it's pronounced Augustiner. Is it Augustiner? Augustiner? Oh, I pronounce it Augustiner, but I might pronounce it Augustiner. I'll pronounce it correctly for the final. How about that? I'll find out how to pronounce it. And we'll get it sorted. Well, there we go. Through to the final. Lowenbrau versus however you pronounce this beer. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, have a good one.